Okay guys, listen. I've been trying out like new clothes because I want to feel like a new person because I sometimes hate everything about myself. And then that's too much. These are like skinny girl no boob shirts and I sweated through. She's a lady, she's a girl, she's got her tits away now. But the fuck is up, guys? I'm coming to you today because A, I'm sick of not posting, even though I say that at the start of every video. B, I've been in a multi-month long career crisis. C, I cut all my hair off. I don't know why, it felt important. And also, I live here now. Potato, this is not a good time. He's getting into the Trader Joe's bag. I graduated college. I love you. I graduated college 3 years ago. Do you know how uncomfortable that makes me? Ew, number one, being a grown-up. That's number one. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. Because I graduated during the pandemic, I kind of just took whatever job was first available. And that landed me at Home Depot and then at Lululemon, at both for a while. And then when my ex and I broke up, I did not make enough money to pay my rent. So I went and found the first corporate job that would hire me. And now I've worked there for 2 years. And now I'm 26. I had my birthday. Ew. And I don't like what I do. And then I tried to get that other job and that didn't work out. And now the job that I have is only around for 19 more weeks. The company that I work for got bought by another company and they are like just gonna get rid of all of us, and that's fine because I needed a reason to leave anyway. But guess what? Now that I am looking down the barrel of like, ooh, 19 weeks is not that long. 19 weeks is not that long till I have to work somewhere else. And even though I have 2 jobs because I am insane, technically I could live off of one of the incomes, but I don't feel very safe or comfortable living off of tips because that feels weird, being like every customer that I have being like, are you guys gonna pay my rent today? Please. So I have been job hunting and I don't know what do I want to do with the rest of my life? How are you supposed to figure that out? Why didn't I figure it out in college? Ew, I'm taking a Google career certificate in UX design because I'm vaguely interested in it. I'm taking an art class, like a graphic design class at the community college this semester. Why don't I have the kind of autism that makes it so I decided when I was 4 that I liked one thing and that is what I do for the rest of my life? Listen, I've never been officially diagnosed with autism, but I've taken all of the online tests and they all say, yep, you got it. You got it bad. And unfortunately, mine has never shown up in a useful hyperfixation that I could base my entire life and career on. Like last night, my boyfriend Jack and I watched Ford versus Ferrari. And those men liked cars when they were little boys and they grew up to be adult men who liked cars. And they work on cars and they design cars and they drive cars and they love cars. And my dad loves soccer and he has coached soccer and refereed soccer and had soccer in his life in some capacity for his whole life. And I have never liked anything. Definitely not for more than like 2 months at a time. And then I'm supposed to like do it for 40 years. What the hell? I will say, I'm not gonna put this on my children, but I do think when I do have kids, I'm gonna be like, oh, this is why I'm here. To hang out with freaking you guys. I do think that that is going to be what happens. So I'm gonna be like, oh my god, God is real and he wanted me to be a mom. I could see that being a potential reality for me. But in the meantime, someone's gotta make some freaking money and it's me. And I live in a downtown apartment that I've gotta pay the rent for. I gotta drink my daily Diet Coke. So that has been consuming almost all of my brain space, is either worrying about money, thinking about the future, and living in terror of the fact that I have to do a job for 40 years. I need at least one of you to get into my comments right now and tell me that you're like 5 or 10 years older than me and that it all does work out and it's fine. because the people that I talk to about this on a regular basis, are comedians. So they already figured out what they like and what they're gonna do for the rest of their life, which ties back into the autism cars thing. I don't have like well, this is what I need to do. I think it's just because I have 2 jobs and a lot of weeks I'm very tired. The only thing I can ever think about like needing to do for the rest of my life is laying down and doing nothing. I don't even like watching TV. And then the other group of people I talk to are other servers and bartenders at the comedy club I work at. And they are great and they're all very well meaning, but the ones that are like 10 years older than me are always like, you don't have to figure your life out, like it'll happen. And I'm like, I don't want to be 40 and working at a bar. I don't. I want to be like a hot mom. I don't want to pick up cigarettes. I think about it all the time. Sometimes I have a cigarette and really, it does cap off the night really nicely. And I do like it and I don't. I do that with my life. And also, now that I've been working for 10 years, number one, why have I had a job for a decade? I've worked in so many different industries now that I can't really make a resume and make it make sense. Because the point is I can do all of it. I don't want to do any of it. And then I got to go to an interview and be like, I would love to work here. This does not embody everything that I'm afraid of at all. You want me to be in office. Right. I haven't worn pants in 3 years. I have not worn real structured pants in 3 years. Before my corporate work from home job, where I'm never on camera, I worked at Lululemon, where I just wore athleisure. And I don't like that I would have to wake up every day and put myself together. It makes me really scared. And even at my server job, I can't wear jeans and do that job at the same time. It's like, I like to wear little mini skirts. I like to wear little mini skirts and little boots and go, what would you like to drink tonight? What are we feeling? How are we doing today? I'm thankfully today not feeling that bad about it, probably because I submitted like 20 or so applications. But like, I'm 26, I just applied for an unpaid internship. I can't go on LinkedIn because every person I know, A, graduated college before me, B, got laid off in the pandemic and already made their big career switch. I decided when I quit that other corporate job that I was never gonna go back into corporate America. And then I did the math and I kinda have to go back into corporate America. They will give me better health insurance and I need that, and I need maternal leave, and I have to plan out my life 5 to 10 years in advance, and it feels like no one else I know has to do that. Everyone else is like, just everything's fine, everything's what, I'm making enough money to pay the bills, that's all that matters. I'm like, what about next year's bills? I'm gonna go into labor while serving alcohol to comedy fans. And I don't know, I'm just gonna keep applying and taking classes until I find something that I kinda like. I don't know, I just feel silly. I feel silly. I feel like my problem, because everyone's like, it'll be fine, chill out. I'm like, it's like a couple months away. There's something about knowing that unemployment is imminent instead of like the way I feel like most people find out, which is like called into a meeting and then they're like, bye, you're unemployed now, bye. Versus I have known since April, May that it was coming in December, but some people are starting to get let go now and some people are going to get let go in September. And I'm terrified. I am very resourceful, but I'm also very dramatic. And I don't know how to make all of these things make sense to the people in my life who don't worry about money or the future the same way that I do. And so yeah, what should I do with the rest of my life? Do you guys know? Has anyone like figured it out for me yet? Because I don't know what to do and I'm scared. And I feel like most people are not getting on the internet and talking about it because they don't like people to know that they don't have it all figured out. But I will tell you what, I've never figured a single thing out in my whole entire life. I don't know if I've ever known a single thing. And I don't think I ever will. And that scares me more than anything else in the world. So just some things to ponder. Does anyone like actually legitimately enjoy their job? And I don't mean in comparison to their other jobs. I mean like someone who works in a corporate environment and is like, this is great. let me know, because I have come to the conclusion that I don't think those exist, and I would love to be told that I'm wrong, but I don't know if those exist. Cool. Love you. Bye. I hope all of your lives are going well. Tell me if they are or are not. I would love to hear all the details.